What's up, everybody? So today it's time to plant this big 1 acre food plot. It's still way too dry and we really don't have a really good chance of rain, but here it is, October 6th, and we're running out of time. So we're going to go ahead and get all the seed put in, the fertilizer down. I'm actually going to also put in some pelletized lime since I have not limed this area. I did come in about 2 weeks ago and get it brush hogged and get it tilled. Okay, and then I brought the dozer in here and I cleaned up all the little piles. And there were some stumps left and that kind of thing. I got those stumps out and I've condensed my pile down to a lot smaller size and actually elongated it so that when the deer are in the plot, they don't necessarily can see all the way across. So, I want them bucks to have to slip around either the front side or the back side to get to the other end of the plot. So that was the idea behind it. We'll see if it works out. But so today it's all about getting everything down. We're going to start with pelletized lime, then we're going to put the fertilizer out, and then I'm going to go ahead and put the seed out, and then I'm going to drag it all in, and then I'm going to pack it. Yeah, typically you put your fertilizer and till it in, but we're up against the clock here. I'm actually supposed to be deer hunting this evening. It doesn't look like it's going to happen. It's way too late in the day. I made the mistake of watching part of the Razorback football game, and I shouldn't have done that. My feelings are hurt already. So anyway, we're going to jump right into this and get this thing done. First step, pelletized lime. Alright guys, so we put out four 40-pound bags of pelletized lime on this 1 acre food plot. So that's 160 pounds of lime. And so we're going to move into the fertilizer now. And I'm only putting out 100 pounds for this season. Like I said, this is it's the new plot. We're going to get a good amount of fertilizer down, good amount of lime, and then really seed it heavy and just kind of see what we get this year. We'll bring on some improvements for next year. We need to work on getting it more leveled out, a little more cleaned up. But so on to the next step. Alright guys, so I'm about to put my winter wheat out. I'm going to go 100 pounds per acre. Winter wheat is my favorite as far as a fall planting that's really easy, fairly inexpensive, comes up really good typically. So it's been my go-to for years in the fall. For whatever reason in this area, I don't know what it is, but my deer here and other places I've tried are really attracted to winter wheat, especially when you get a good stand of it and you've had some moisture. So, there's the big variable. We don't know if it's going to rain. We're literally planting we have one chance of rain in like 3 days, and it's like 50%. And then after that, there's a few little chances, not much, but we got to get the seed in the ground at this point as we are this late in the game. So winter wheat, 100 pounds per acre. We're going to get that put out right now. Alright guys, so I went with 50 pounds of rye. So typically rye is going to be that other seed that comes up really good. It's easy to grow. I don't know that it is as attractive as the winter wheat is for me, but it is a filler and you give your plot more variety. So, and I have had a buddy tell me that late season the rye did well. Just remember, it is rye. It's not rye grass. You don't want to put rye grass and any kind of grass in your plot. Going forward, it cause all kinds of havoc. But so 50 pounds. We're going to put this out on this acre, and then we'll move to the peas. Hey guys, I like to use these earthway spreaders. They're fairly inexpensive and they work great. Got the real easy settings here on the side. I'm going to put this out, fairly light because I have to cover a full acre. But the nice thing is you go over the whole acre, and if you've got a bunch of seed left, then what I like to do is work from the middle out. So we want the seed heaviest in the center and then work our way out to use up the rest. And the idea is that the deer are pulled into the middle of the plot where the greener, more lush, stuff's coming up. So that's what we're going to do right now, get it planted. Alright guys, so last but not least, the winter peas. I'm going to plant about 30 pounds, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to plant the area that is in eye shot of the stand. So this is where we put that new deer stand. If you hadn't checked out that video, check that out. What the idea is usually the peas are really attractive once they come up, but once the pea has been eaten, it's gone. So, the window is pretty short on peas, but the attractiveness is really high. So what I want to do is I want to put them peas close enough to that stand where it may give me a bow shot or, maybe even a muzzleloader shot, whatever. Saying that we get a rain and get them seeded in. But yeah, so that's my plan. I'm going to take 30 pounds. I'm going to plant it in eye shot of the stand, pretty close to the center of the plot. You can plant winter peas heavy. You can go 100 pounds per acre or even more if you want. Just know that once they eat the pea, it's done. So it's not like winter wheat or rye that kind of replenishes itself, every time you get a rain or a warm up of anything, typically those will replenish themselves. But so that's what we're going to do. We get the peas planted here, and then once I get the peas planted, I'm going to drag everything in, and then I will cold pack it. Alright guys, so that's all the seed. We got all the seed put out. I'm going to get it drug and then cold packed. I'm supposed to be in a deer stand right now. So it's a crazy year. Everything is so late. We're literally 2 to 3 weeks behind our normal planting time. But hey, it is what it is. I hope I don't regret not being in the stand tonight. We had this cool front come in and dropped the temperatures about 10 degrees. And, that usually puts bucks on their feet, but hey, it is what it is. I'm gonna get this thing finished up, get it drug in, and then get it cold packed, and hopefully get this thing all wiped out. Guys, I gotta say, that drag right there is the best drag I have ever used. It's my buddy Chris's, and I think it's for like, like a baseball field, after between games or whatever. but it is fantastic for food plots. I've had makeshift ones for years out of chain link fence and whatever I can make one out of. That right there is legit. It doesn't get stopped up. It pulls over everything evenly. Highly recommended. I know they're not cheap, but man, that is a fantastic drag. If you're gonna be planting food plots everywhere, every year like I do, check that dude out. All right, guys, about to wrap it up. We're gonna get it packed here, get it finished up. So, what can we do if it don't rain? Nothing. There's not a thing we can do. So we're just gonna put this seed in the ground and hope for the best. When it's this late in the year, take what Mother Nature gives you. I have in 21 or 2 years of planting a food plot, every year, I have never planted this late. Last year was the latest I'd ever planted, and I planted October 1st last year. So, you know, it is what it is. We're just not getting the rain. Times are changing, as they say. There it is, guys. We got it all finished up finally. Lots of dust. One heck of a dry 2022 here. But 1 acre food plot next to the new deer stand we just built. Exciting. Can't wait to see what it brings. Mother Nature has to bring us a rain though, so just gonna wait at this point till the rain gets here and stay out, keep the pressure low, and see what happens. But as always, guys, I appreciate y'all watching, and as always, God bless.